In this video, I will introduce how to use Quizlet, a free online program, to create flashcards for your students to study with for your classes. To use Quizlet, you will go to Quizlet.com and create a free account. Once you have and you've logged in, you will see this screen. On this screen, you will see your classes listed. If you haven't created a class, you can click on this link right here and create one. You can enter a description if you want to. You'll check this if you want your students to be able to add their own study materials, and then you'll click Create Class. If you have a new class, you will be offered the opportunity to add a study set right here. Or if you're in a class that you had already been working on, you can use this button right here to add a study set. When you click on that, you can edit ones that are available, or you can create a new one. When you create a new study set, you give it a title. And you can type in questions and answers here. For my Spanish to English study flashcards, it asks me the language, and then I can put in the Spanish over here, or I can add a picture. It automatically searches for the word that I've entered in the blank, and I can insert it. If I already have words typed up in a document, I can import them from either Word, Excel, or Google Docs. I can type them here, or I can specify that I'm going to be copying and pasting them. I need to define whether the words are separated by tabs or by commas or by some other symbol. And then I need to specify that the program should enter information on a new card rather than just continuing to put the words all on the same card, is by the fact that there will either be, the new words will either be on a new line. In other words, there'll be an enter, a carriage return in between the cards, or a semicolon, or some other symbol. So for example, in this case, I have a list of vocabulary words, and they are separated by tabs and by enter. So I can copy that and paste it there. And if that's correct, I just click import and it shows up automatically. When I'm finished, I click create. I get a link to my activity, and then these are the activities that the students will be able to do with the set of terms that I have entered. They can look at them, they can study them as flashcards. Rubio. And notice that it says the word in Spanish. Blonde. And in English. Rubio. Rico. Rich. Rico. The students can also be asked to enter the word. And they're told if they're correct. If the students click test, It will automatically turn your cards into a variety of different types of questions, which they can take as a little test. And then another option, if they click match, they will get all of your cards on a little table here, and they have to drag the cards to their matches. Until they've made all their matches, and it's timed. So in order to share those possibilities with your students, you send them this link. If you want to edit what you've done, you can click edit right here. If you want to add this set of flashcards to a particular class, you click there. The only downside of the free version of this website is that you can't track your class progress. In order to do that, you have to pay. To show you exactly what your students will see, I will go to a browser where I'm not logged into Quizlet, and I will enter the URL that I would share with a student. This is what the students see for one of the sets of study cards that I created for a Spanish class. Notice that the student does not have to be logged in or signed up. It goes ahead and presents them the study sheet, the study set, regardless of whether they're signed in. It does give them an option to create a free account if they like the study set and they want to save it, but they don't have to. And then they see exactly what you saw in the preview. And I can click shuffle if I want them to be shown to me out of order. And to work through them, I click play.
Computador portátil. Borrador. Puerta.
And I'm taken through the flashcards.
Ventana.
And I can choose any of the activities as a student in that same manner.